Hello friends, welcome to my channel Biology with Supra. Today we will discuss about all the topics of pteridophytes, their general characteristics, reproduction, with their examples. The pteridophytes include horsetails and fawns. Horsetails and fawns are the examples of pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are used for medicinal purpose and as soil binders. They are also frequently grown as ornamentals. Evolutionarily, they are first terrestrial plants to possess vascular bundles. Uh, Xylem and phloem. You shall study more about these tissues in chapter 6. The pteridophytes are found in cool, damp places, though some may flourish well in sandy soil condition. You may recall that in bryophytes, the dominant phase in life cycle is the gametophytic plant body. However, in pteridophytes, the main plant body is a sporophyte. So we gametophyte, but here in pteridophytes the main plant body is the sporophytic plant body. However, in pteridophytes the main plant body is sporophyte, which is differentiated into root, stem and leaf. So here the true root, stem and true leaves are present. These organs possess well differentiated vascular tissues. The leaves in pteridophytes are small microphylls as in Silagina or large microphylls as in fawns. Diagram of the vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem. From the pteridophytes, production of vascular bundles takes place in the plant bodies. In some cases, sporophylls may form distinct and compact structure called strobilular cones, that is Silagenella and Equisetum. The structures called strobilular cones sporangia produce spores by meiosis in spore mother cells. The spores germinate to give rise to inconspicuous, that is very small and multicellular leaf-like structure. Gametophyte in the protothallus of the plant body. Free-living, mostly photosynthetic thalloid gametophytes called protothallus. The protothallus is present in the leaf in the sporophyte. A special leaf cell are present in the upper surface of the sporophyll, which is called the protothallus. Thus, gametophytes, from where the spores formation takes place. The gametophytes require cool, damp, and from where the sporophytes, the specific restricted requirement and the need for water for fertilization. The spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions. The gametophyte pair male and female. In bryophytes, the sporophyte are present where uh, the spore formation takes place in capsule, but in pteridophytes, the special leaf structure present in the sporophyte called protothallus, from where the spore formation takes place. These gametophytes require cool, damp, and sandy places to grow, and they need water. Living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions. The gametophytes bear male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonia, respectively. The latter is required for transfer of the antherozoids. The male gametes released from the antheridia into the mouth of archegonium, where the fusion of male gametes with the egg present in the archegonium result in formation of zygote. The zygote is 2N, that is diploid in nature. Thereafter produces a multicellular, well differentiated sporophyte. The zygote to sporophyte is formation is a mitosis process. In mitosis process, so the sporophyte formation takes place from zygote, which is dominant phase of pteridophyte. In majority of the pteridophytes, all the spores are of similar kinds. Such plants are called homosporous. Genera like Silagenella and Salvinia, which produce two kinds of spores, macro and microspores, are known as heterosporous. Besides these, all are produced are homosporous, or one type of spores are produced. Uh, the megaspore and microspore germinate and give rise to new plant and give rise to male and female gamete respectively. The female gametophyte in the plants are retained on the parental sporophyte for variable period. The development of zygote into young embryo takes place within the female gametophyte. This event is precursor to seed habit, considered as important step in evolution. So from here the seed habit takes place. From here the plant's cells produce vascular bundle so that the two root stem arise, and this gives rise to a plant that is of a true root stem and leaf. So these are the precursor to seed habit. From this type of plants, advanced types of plants are produced successively. The examples of pteridophytes are Selaginella, Mercansia, Equisetum, and Diopteris. These are the examples of Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta are further classified into four classes, that is Coelopsida, Lycopsida, that is Selaginella and Lycopodium, Ctenopsida, Equisetum, Pteridopsida, Diopteris, and Adiantum. These are all heterosporous plants, that is their life cycle is heterosporous. Here the diagram of Selaginella equisetum plants are given. These are mainly herbaceous, herbs and shrub types of plants. Leaves, roots and nodes or internodes are present. The leaves are microphyllous or megaphyllous. Here microphyllous leaves are present in the Selaginella, and in fawn the megasporous leaves are present. Now in fawn the macrophyllous leaves are present. Are the general characteristics of pteridophytes. Now let's move on to their life cycle. So this is the diagram of life cycle of pteridophytes. Here the first the sporophytic plant is present. From here the spores are arises. N type of spores are arises by meiotic division, and then mitosis takes place and give rise to individual gametophytes, that is male and female gametophyte. These spore in favorable condition give rise to gametes, and then gametes are male and female gametophytes present, male and female sex organ, where they reproduce and fertilization takes place between them and gives rise to zygote, and again zygote gives rise to by mitosis gives rise to sporophyte. This is the life cycle of heterosporous plant. Here it is the life cycle of Marcellia. In Marcellia, the 2N type of the sporophyte is present, from where sporophyll cells are present. In the sporangia, in microsporangium, one microsporangium and one megasporangium is present. The microspore mother cells and megaspore mother cells are N types. From here male and female gametophytes are formed respectively. In male sporophyte, in male gametophyte the antheridium is present, and the female gametophyte anchigonium is present, and fertilization takes place in between them, which give rise to zygote, and zygote on mitosis gives rise to embryo and form the sporophyte, that is the plant body. Another feature of pteridophytes is in pteridophytes both the sporophyte and the gametophyte are free living. Diophytes, but in diophytes the gametophytes are dependent on the sporophytes. The gametophytes are attached with the sporophytes, but in pteridophytes all are free living. This is the life cycle of homosporous plant. Here is the equisetum plant. From the female strobilus, sporangiophore is arised, and from the sporangium, from the sporangia mother cell arise. Again the spores are formed the gametophyte on the protosphallus. The spore goes on favorable condition, germinate and form gametophyte by mitosis. There the fusion of the male sex cells and the female sex cells takes place and gives rise to zygote, and zygote in the resting period give rise to embryo on mitosis process, and which gives rise to the new plant body, that is sequocytum. So this is all about the pteridophytes. We have discussed all the topics over here. I hope you will have understood and make your concepts on them.